Yes, we're live.
Yes, good evening, everyone. It's Dan Bogusławicz here and Zain Tan. But your full name is longer, right? Zain Tan is
Yeah,
the shorter version of it, right?
yeah, it's my made up name.
Okay.
Mm.
It's your Marvel name.
Avatar name. Avatar name.
Okay, so tonight I know it's Champions League night. That's why I'm wearing AC Milan jersey because they are playing against Liverpool. But still, we decided to run our weekly show because like we started it on every Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern European time, 8 p.m. UK time, and we are just keeping the promise. And tonight we will be talking about value proposition design, namely like more specifically will show you how to properly use value proposition canvas. Very nice tool from strategizer. We have used some other tools from strategizers before. They are just, in terms of entrepreneurship, in terms of strategy, they are just one of the best institutions out there, and that's why it's common for entrepreneurs to use their tools such as value proposition canvas, empathy map, business model canvas, etc., etc. Zain, would you like to add something before we start?
I don't have anything to add, but I just want to ask you, like, if people are new. So, for example, I'm new to this tool, value proposition design. So, if people are new to this tool, then what is the benefit of them using it? Would you mind just letting people know what's the benefit of using value proposition design?
Of course. So, of course, it's necessary for new businesses, right? So, if you start a business, you want to formulate what is the actual value, what is the actual benefit that your business will be providing to customers who are either individuals or other businesses, but also from marketing point of view, it's very important tool. How I see it is that sometimes so from my point of view as a marketing agency owner, sometimes I encounter clients who created their business some time ago and it's going well, and they are not fully aware of their value proposition. And the problem is that the value and that communicating value proposition makes your marketing unique, makes your business unique on the market. So that's why it's very useful sometimes to just sit down with your customer, or just within your company, and discuss your value proposition canvas. So then your marketing team, but also your sales team, can do better job by communicating to your prospective customers that your value proposition is X, because your customers might experience your value proposition, but sometimes they are not clearly aware what your value proposition is, right? It's not like delivering value is not only about product or service itself and its price. Like, it goes way deeper. So that's why we need this kind of tool as value proposition canvas.
Cool. And I think if it helps people to understand it, it's like, we keep talking about, oh, you need to give value to people, give value, but what does value actually mean to people? I think this is where the tool comes in handy to help you define what does value mean to that audience that you're trying to serve, or that customer you're trying to sell to. So that's probably the definition, isn't it?
Yes, exactly, precisely.
Cool. Let's
All right.
go.
So let's move on. We will start first. Can you change to empathy map first? Because
Of course.
empathy map that we discussed 5 weeks ago is like first step to creating to generating, formulating, designing effective value proposition canvas. Because so all those areas of see, say, and do, hear, and think and feel, they correspond to the pain and gains of the customers. And those pains and gains of our potential customer, can you switch to value proposition canvas?
Mm-hmm.
Will then appear again in our value proposition canvas, because value proposition canvas is like it's like two halves of an apple. One half is like your customer, so they pains and gains and jobs that they need to complete. And then the other side of this, let's say, apple, is your business, is your products and services that you provide to your customers, and gain creators that will correspond to the gains that this potential customer is expecting to get, and pain relievers, so benefits of your products that will make your customer pain go away.
Makes sense.
Okay, so logically, we will, in our value proposition canvas, we will start with the right side, not the left side. Of course, normally, with everything in the world, when it comes to reading and etc., we start from left to right. But in this case, we start from right to left. And of course, we start by filling in fields of gains and pains, because we already have them from our empathy map. And when it comes to customer jobs, then based on those gains and pains, we need to formulate them. So let's think of the example of smartwatches, right? Because we used this example before. So customer job for smartwatches are, for example, people want to know more about their activity levels, but also they want to seamlessly control their mobile phones. That's fair to say. Just two customer jobs I'm naming here, because of course, if we sit down and we discuss smartwatches like from beginning till the very in-depth analysis, then probably we will find at least 10 customer jobs here. And then gains and pains, we didn't discuss smartwatches before for pains and gains, but when it comes to pains, is that for example, pain might be the fact that people don't they don't have enough physical activity during the day. So this is this milestone of, let's say, 10,000 steps, or maybe a milestone of, I don't know, 300 to 400 kilograms calories burned because of your, let's say, increased heart rate exercising during a day. Gains probably, something like something less important, actually, something that is, it's like extra. It's not like something that is necessary in our life, more of something that will cause a surprise, I would say, so if you follow us on Instagram, I posted like 2 weeks ago a really nice framework by Brian Tracy about amazing customer service. And first step is to deliver what client expects, right? What your customer expects from you, from your business, from your product, from your service. So, but these things are in the pain area. So we have a problem, we find a solution, we buy the solution, and we expect our pains to go away, right? So that's what we expect. But with gains, it's something that we don't expect. That's something that overcomes our expectations. We can expect it to some extent, but we don't treat it as necessary to be included, right? So we discussed the customer side now. So now moving to the product and service side, so the business side, our value side. So we start with products and services. So our product, of course, will be smartwatch itself, but not only, because with smartwatch there come other services, like for example, I don't know, even in Garmin there is, for example, a feature that you can post your workouts to Instagram or something like that, right? So these are also services included in your product, in your service, right? When it comes to pain relievers, and these have to be, let's say, corresponding features or benefits that your product or service will deliver to your customer, corresponding to the pains that they have. So for example, if someone is aiming for, so their pain is that they are not reaching this 10,000 steps milestone during a day, right? So pain reliever will be some reminders that your smartwatch will send to you, that, oh, you have still like 4,000 steps to complete today and it's 6 p.m. in the evening, go outside, or something like that, right? Yes, go on.
No, I'm just going to say that if people are watching, then it's a lot easier. But basically, if people are listening, then from the customer side, we're looking at three things, right? The pains, the gains, what is the job that the customer is trying to achieve. But then we have corresponding things for each of these areas, which translates to the left, what you see on the screen there, which is eventually becomes the products and services. What's the gain creator? What's the pain reliever? And yeah, it's like what you just said there about like pain and gains. It's like most people would feel the pain, the emotions of pain, probably a little bit more than the gains, actually, because most of us would do anything to avoid a pain. For example, avoid ill health, avoid going broke, avoid being, I don't know, being judged. Those are all sorts of different pains that people will have. And when you tap into those emotions, and that's what we're trying to do here, which is to understand what is the pain that people are going through, what do they not have, what they do not feel enough about. Then we create the product and services that address those pains, and that's why the pain reliever is coming. And then we flip that, it's basically the gain creator, isn't it?
Yeah, like good that you mentioned going broke as a pain, So let's think about credit cards, for example, here, right? And their value proposition. So the pain reliever of the credit card will be the available loan, because like it's a kind of a loan that you get available credit on your card, right? But gain creators of this credit card will be, for example, the fact that you can pay for it in any shop, let's say in the UK or in Europe. You can, take the money out of ATM machine with this card in every ATM in Europe or whatever. This will be gain creators. This will be these extra things that they are not necessary for us, but it's nice to have them, right?
Yeah. And an example I just think of, right, going back to our smartwatch example, is that when, I can think of the Apple smartwatch, for example, because yesterday they just released a whole suite of new Apple products, right? And obviously, we're not going to go into like Apple everything, but we just use that as an example. So customer jobs, they know that customer wants something more because of Garmin, etc. They know that they want something that's smart, that's wearables. So they designed this smartwatch. And when Apple Watch first came out, it was just about controlling the apps. You can view photos on your wrist. You can do everything, right? As they develop the product, now you can do wireless payments. So when you can just like do this when you go out and shopping, and that's all the gains that they just add on, right? Like, oh, that's one step of convenience that the customer can have. And the pain could be that, you know, how they're talking about health a lot in the smartwatch sorts of products. And they show how, you know, in the past you have to get, like, I don't know, blood pressure using this machine, oxygen level using this machine, count steps using this, you need this using that. Now they put everything together onto a watch. It's waterproof. You can do it when you're swimming. It's dust proof, all those things. So they're addressing all those stuff. And the gain for them is like, oh, okay, because everyone likes this, it's very active, it's very sporty. So we created Apple Fitness Plus. So you can now do workouts with your partners. But they didn't start off doing Apple Fitness Plus, for example. So it's when they're working their way through, they realize what customers want, what customers don't want, where the market is really using the product for. Then they start to build on the gain. But I think you're right in that they probably started off with a bit of trying to fill a gap in the market in terms of what they can serve or what they can sell. Then they started to understand, oh, this is how our customers are using the product. They're using it as a payment. They're using it for phone calls. They're using it for, I don't know, watching quick messages on their wrist. And that's how they started to grow and incorporate more and more products, and they top it up with more and more gains on top of it. That's how they get better and better products.
Like, in my sense, I might be wrong, because probably I'm not the most experienced entrepreneur out there. I'm not the most experienced. I'm not an academic when it comes to. I'm not an academic at all, but there are some academic people who probably are very well accustomed with this tool, and probably they will know better. But in my sense, it's like most of the time, in some industries, you have very similar products, in that sense that they have they satisfy these pains. They satisfy, they have this pain relievers. Like, pain relievers are more or less the same, and game creators, that's the area when you have a bit of a play around, and you can differentiate yourself on the market, right? So for example, for you would be, I don't know, pain relievers. You probably have the same as any other coach, so you are helping people to reach their goals. Probably that's the pain reliever that they have. Like, they are not reaching their goals, you help them, you give them guidelines to reach their goals. Probably more or less the same for every coaches. But on the game creators side, not every coach will behave like a friend. Not every coach will be so flexible with their time schedule, etc., etc. These are multiple things that you can play around here and deliver these gains, these benefits to your customers. I know you don't call customers, and it's the same with me. My pain reliever that I deliver, that I have for my clients, is building their social media presence and boosting their growth, their sales. And actually, not every marketer can do it. Probably not every personal coach can also help people reach their goals, but let's assume they can. And then game creators will be the fact that I'm building like a friendly relationship with my clients. The fact that I don't know, even such stupid things as I don't take upfront payment. I ask for the payment at the end of the month, right? So So probably this is also like pain creator, or maybe the fact that my clients can reach out to me even in the evening, which is not always healthy, but yeah, it is what it is.
Mm, mm.
So so
Yeah,
yeah, that's
completely.
it. To many business owners, these things might seem as little or insignificant, but believe me, for your customer, these little things will be significant.
It is completely. And I think people say like if you start a business you just have a good product, like yeah, but good product comes from understanding your customer. That's why when we started, I think you position it as you really want to understand empathy map, which is where your customers are now. What are they saying to themselves? How are they feeling? What are they listening? What are they hearing? What are they seeing? Then that comes from lots of different sources, right? You can do research online. You can do search on Amazon. What do people say about certain things, certain products, certain books? How do they feel? Forums, social media comments, etc. They give you so many clues about where they are, how they feel. And once you can get those words done and you really see where they're coming from, you can then design a product that meets them where they are. Customers will only buy from you when they feel understood. They don't go there to understand your products. It's like if I feel understood, then this product and service is for me. It's completely irrational. It's completely not like, oh, I've got a great product and they should come and understand this product. No, it doesn't work like that. It's like if you can hit those points for them, they don't care how expensive, they don't care how much it is, they will just buy it. It's just the truth.
Good that you mentioned between the lines the price aspect, because very often people, I mentioned it before, but I will mention it again. Very often people think that price can be one of the major factors that you can compete on the market. The truth is that if you're going to compete with the price, your business model will not be sustainable, because then you will finally you will find someone, let's say, um, someone more, I don't know, price resistant, let's say,
Mm-hmm.
who will be trying to counter your offer with the cheaper offer, and you will be countering each other offers until you will reach the floor of being profitable. And that's not a sustainable business. If your client is ready to, if you won your client with a price, then be aware that next year or next month or next week, someone else will come with a better price.
Yeah. And then you just go down the rabbit hole, because then you're trying to compete price, and then before you know it, you become a commodity. And also, if you sell it like, oh, I'm just going to sell it cheap, the mindset is wrong anyway. So the people that you attract, the customers or the clients or the whatever they attract, they also come from the same mindset. They will just go away when there's a cheaper option, because for them it's a commodity, and because you charge it cheap, you're a commodity. They don't value you, they don't care about you, they'll just move on. And you just have to spend so much time and effort trying to keep looking for customers, and that's a very draining thing to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. I
Cool.
think we said everything that we had to say today. So just to finish, I hope you enjoyed it. I will take no. Okay, I will let you do it. You do it every time, so I will let you do it.
You should as well. Go on, give it a go.
So subscribe, give us a like. Of course, subscribe on YouTube, like on YouTube, but also on Facebook, on my LinkedIn if you're watching it, because tonight it's on my LinkedIn. Next week we are having guest episode. So we will be inviting one of my friends from Rotterdam School of Management, who is running really successful business, I
All right.
presume. That's what I see on his social media. So we will verify him. Next week whether the what he shows us on social media is the let's say factual state of things in his business. Yeah, so definitely we are inviting you next week for the guest episode, because I believe that these episodes are the most interesting ones. Of course, every episode is interesting, but guest always adds something special to the episode.
It's a very different view or opinion that they have, isn't it? I love guest episodes. It's really nice.
Okay. Anything to add from your side tonight?
No, I think that is, we keep building things on the things that we talked about previously. So if you're like, what the hell is empathy map, then go back to the episodes we did 5 weeks ago. It's on YouTube, where we talk about empathy map. That will give you a very foundational basic understanding about empathy map and about understanding where your customers are. And then when you look at this, it will all make sense, because it's all connected. It's all about finding the specific feelings, thoughts, emotions the customer have, and you find a way to address them, and those things become features of your products, and the customer can see it. So that's basically it.
Exactly. All right.
Okay.
It's time to finish.
And it's time for you to continue watching your Championship League.
Champions League.
Championship Leagues.
Lower league in England. Okay. Never mind.
Champions League.
All right.
Never mind. I'm not a football fan, but there we go.
Okay.
See
Good
you.
night.
Take care, everybody. Goodbye.